Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I want to come to you today to talk to you about a project that I've been following quite a bit and wanted to give you some information on it before it's too late and gets too expensive for you because it's still early stages. The project we're going to talk about today is called Ultra.io, and it is what I consider one of the top crypto gaming platforms for 2022. So I'm going to get into it a little bit and tell you a little more. So what is Ultra.io? So it is a PC games distribution store. So think of it as like Steam for crypto and blockchain, where you can buy and sell games, you can play games on it, has an in-game NFT marketplace, you can watch streaming feeds of your favorite influencers, and it will have contests and tournaments as well. So why do I like Ultra? Well, there's a lot of reasons, but the team, the community, developer incentives, still early in the process, so it gives you a chance to get in there because it's only ranked 187th on Marketcap with a current market cap of about 300 million. So that's would have to 10x to even get to Sand or to Axie Infinity, or 4 or 5x just to get to Enjin or Gala. So while I do own all those other ones, I think this is a great opportunity to see increased gains moving forward in 2022 and even into the future. So before I get into where you can get Ultra or UOS coin, I want to show you a little bit more about the why I like it. So one of the things that I was looking at when I got into the teams was not only do they have experience in the industry, but their advisors have a ton of experience as well. Where you have one advisor here that is currently the VP of Intel Gaming, and then also used to be the head of gaming at AMD. So there's some very heavily experience. And then we're going to watch a little bit of a video on some of the games coming out with Ultra, and you're going to get a lot more information regarding that. The community, they do have I would say, good sized community so far. But like I said, it's still early. There are over 15,000 on Telegram, and currently with Twitter, they're sitting at almost 70,000 followers, and they're heavily engaged. You will see a lot of the big influencers within the crypto industry on YouTube that have talked about Ultra, being BitBoy, George. I think Alex has talked about him quite a few times. So they do have a lot of people that believe in him. Let's get into a little bit more. I want you guys to watch this video with me that talks about the first 30 games on Ultra, and give you a little bit more information about it.
I'm going to give you a quick visual tour of 30 games we know are going to be on Ultra. These are just the first 30. There will be hundreds and then thousands of games on Ultra, as over 150 game publishers and developers are already committed to distribute their games through Ultra Games, which many call the blockchain version of Steam. If you're new, Ultra is the most ambitious blockchain gaming project by far, in my opinion. Right now, it's still pre-launch, under the radar, but it is in Wave 2 beta and coming out this year. I personally believe this is a once-in-a-lifetime investing opportunity with insane upside, and why this channel is dedicated to covering all things Ultra. So let's get started. There are only 2 games on this list that we don't know exactly what they are yet. Number 1, an exclusive AAA first-person shooter that has been in development for years and will be a flagship for the Ultra platform. This will be both free to play and play to earn, and this game will set the standard for the Ultra platform the way Counter-Strike has for Steam. The developers of this game are all 10+ year industry veterans who have worked on some of the biggest games in history: Halo, Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Darksiders, Diablo 3, Fortnite, World of Warcraft, and many more. From Dr. Ultra, who has had a sneak peek of the game, there are in-game economy aspects with lands, buildings, factories able to be owned and produce resources. There is also a mercenary style element to go fight in player versus player for resources and the ability to conquer lands. According to Dr. Ultra, This game also makes use of Unreal Engine 5 and looks incredible. Number 2, Ultra has an exclusive AAA sports game that I believe is likely a soccer game or football game if you are in Europe. And this is a play-to-earn game that will also make use of Ultra's unique NFTs and be synergized with the tournament platform in Ultra's app ecosystem. Number 3, Music Racer 2000 is a music adapting racing game in an aesthetic retro wave world where you race to the sound of your favorite tracks. You can drive your own NFT car, rent it out to other players, and upgrade it with customizable content, all while earning in-game tokens and prizes. Number 4, Emitters is a first-person shooter by Michael Morgando that is being adapted to Ultra with in-game NFTs. The theme of Emitters is surviving a drone invasion. Number 5 is Cross the Ages. It is a play-to-earn NFT trading card game with huge backing, and it's produced by over 60 artists, 14 writers, and over 130 total team members. Cross the Ages describes themselves as a universe where fantasy and science fiction come together. Number 6 is a metaverse that Ultra is closely partnered with, and it will have games within the metaverse as well, and it is the Sandbox. Number 7 is another metaverse Ultra is backing and partnered with that will be using Ultra's unique NFT technology, and it is the Winkyverse, the first global educational games metaverse. The remaining 23 games on the list are traditional non-play-to-earn PC games that will be distributed by Ultra.
Okay, so I'm actually going to stop it right
Walking
here.
Dead.
Well, there's The Walking Dead also, so if anybody wants to see that.
Number 9.
I'll put a link to this video in the description so you can go watch it if you want. But as you can see, there's some big-time developers who are coming to Ultra. And part of the reason they're coming there is because of distribution fees. Apple, Google, and even Steam will take 30% of the developers' funds. And so they really don't give you very much when it comes to buying and selling your games. Where Ultra will give people a larger percentage of those sales. And then also they will collect additional money on continued sales. So if you decide you buy a game and then later, 6 months down the line, you want to sell it, and they collect royalties off of that, royalties off any NFTs. So it really gives the developers a lot more chance to make a lot more money off their games versus building on somewhere else. So let's get into actually how you can buy UOS. So it is available on quite a few exchanges: KuCoin, HitBTC, Gate, Uniswap, and a bunch more. I'll put a link to KuCoin in the description if you decide you want to go buy there. You can also buy and hold on the Ultra wallet if you want. I choose to buy on Uniswap only because I end up staking my UOS. If you just want to buy and hold it, no problem. You know, you don't need to worry about using Uniswap if you don't want to. Sometimes, well, you're going to end up paying a little higher fees on the transaction because using the Ethereum blockchain. But if you want to stake, which I'll show you about staking as well, I'll take you through that process. I'm going to take you through the process of using MetaMask in order to purchase these, only because that's what I use. You can connect anything like Coinbase Wallet. You're all probably familiar with Coinbase app, but there's also Coinbase Wallet if you aren't familiar with it, that gives you your own private keys where you actually have control of your coins versus them just sitting on an exchange like Coinbase app. So we're going to use my Coinbase Wallet is connected to MetaMask. So you can easily move coins from your Coinbase app if you want to Coinbase Wallet in a few minutes. Pretty easy to do. If you have any questions about it, let me know and I'll try to help you with it. And then you're going to visit app.uniswap.org, And then this is the whole process here. So you may go back to that. I'm actually going to go and just show you as an example how it's done. So let me pull up Uniswap here. So your wallet is going to be connected right here. That's the first thing you'll have to do at appuniswap.org. You'll be on the swap button up here. You'll connect your wallet to it. And then it'll say like sign to confirm. That's fine. You want to make sure that you have enough ETH in here, or USDC, if that's what you're choosing to use to buy. And in this case, I've already got mine, and I'll show you that. But so that Ethereum is right there. And then the other token you're going to select is UOS. If it does not show UOS right there, which sometimes it doesn't, what you will have to do is go to either CoinGecko or CoinMarketcap. You'll type in UOS, and you'll see that this is the correct contract address right here, and you can click to copy it. Currently, it's sitting at $1.11. If you want to look at where this has been, it's been as high as, what, $2.39? And so I think this is a good range right here. I'll be buying more as it drops. I was looking at it at around $1.50, and I wanted to see the support, but Bitcoin has kind of held the market back, and so it did drop more. So I'm here at, I think I was in mostly $1.18, I think, somewhere in that area, and then I'm buying more if it drops even further. But after you click and copy that contract address, you're going to go to Uniswap, and you can click on that second coin, and you can paste the address, and that will show UOS right there, and then you can click it. So then you're going to choose how much you want to buy. If you're looking at staking, you're going to need fairly close to an equal amount of Ethereum and UOS, or USDC and UOS, whichever it is that you're going to choose to stake. And I'll show you how you're going to decide that. Let's go. I know I'm skipping let's finish the buying. So in this case, I'm just going to click max, and this would buy 120 of them because that's the amount of Ethereum I have in there right now. That's probably not going to be enough. I'm actually going to switch this to 100 just to show you. And so that cost is going to be 0.0441793 Ethereum. And then I'm going to click swap. And then I'm going to confirm swap. And it's going to estimate how much the gas is going to be for it, which it's currently telling me $13.38. So that's, you want to make sure you have extra Ethereum in there, and then I would click confirm, and then those funds within probably 30 seconds to a minute would show up in there. And so I'm going to, sorry, I should have clicked reject because I'm not going to buy them right now since I already have them. And your funds will be in there, and they'll be in a decentralized wallet. If you used your Coinbase wallet that you have the private keys to connect to MetaMask, that's actually where they will show up. Your coins will be in your Coinbase wallet. MetaMask is just kind of the middleman between that Coinbase wallet and the decentralized exchange that you're using. So now we're going to act like you bought your coins already, and we're going to address the side of things, which is staking. So staking, like I said, I do through Uniswap also. You want to make sure and have a fairly equal amount of ETH or USDC compared to UOS. And I'm going to go through part of that to explain why. You know, you don't necessarily have to have an equal amount because you can change the ranges to impact that, but you also deal with impermanent loss, which we'll discuss as well. So I put a link in here, and I'll put this in the description, and this is called flipsidecrypto.com to see the staking rewards. The current staking rewards on UOS, this is if you were to stake equal UOS and Ethereum. So that would be the pool that you were going to support and put liquidity into. I've had some people ask me, so what is the staking on here? What does this mean? Well, Uniswap is a decentralized exchange, meaning that if you were to trade on Coinbase or KuCoin, who keeps the fees on that transaction? Well, that centralized exchange keeps them. On a decentralized exchange, those fees are actually split between the people that provide liquidity for that pair. Our pair, in this case that I'm showing you, is Ethereum and UOS. So based on the current volume, your $1,000 staked would receive $21.89 per day, or APY of 789%. That's based off the last 5 days. So it can be up, it can be down. It depends on the volume. The volume drops over the next couple days, then that percentage is going to be down some. If the volume all of a sudden kicks up because Bitcoin is mooning, then of course that percentage could increase as well. When you stake on these decentralized exchanges, you're not locking things in for a certain period of time. You can unstake whenever you want. You can claim your fees whenever you want. I'm going to get into some of it here. I've given you the steps, and this should actually say how to stake UOS. Sorry, not how to buy. But the impermanent loss thing is something we're going to talk about as well. So you may come back to this if you want to end up staking. So let's go to pool now. So you were in swap and now you're in pool. And you can see I've got 2 in here that I staked, I think in about 30 hours ago, roughly somewhere around there, which is USDC and UOS and Gala and ETH. So at the time I chose the USDC and UOS, which if you don't know, USDC is a stable coin you can buy on Coinbase. I chose it because the percentages of return were better. Now, I'm going to go back to CoinGecko, and we're going to look at the markets over the last 24 hours for this. And you can see that on Uniswap, USDC UOS has had a volume of $240,000 in the last 24 hours, where down here at number 12, ETH and UOS, and I'll get out of the way here so you can see, or I'll raise it up. We'll just raise it up. Has had $53,811. Now, right away, you're going to tell me, well, there's more volume on the USDC pair. There is, but at the current time, there's actually less liquidity or people that are staking on the ETH pair. And how do I calculate that? That link that I gave you to flipsidecrypto.com, this is going to let you get an estimate of what the fees are. So up here on the left-hand side, I'm going to click UOS. You can see that you've got the USDC UOS at 1% fee and the ETH and UOS at a 1% fee. That 1% means that's the cost that someone will be charged for a transaction, and that 1% will be split up between the people staking. So if I choose USDC UOS is what I want to stake, and I'm just going to put $1,000 in here. So that'd be $500 in UOS, $500 in USDC. Then my estimate is $3.84 a day, or 140% on the annual. I'm going to go back and change this to ETH in UOS. It currently says $21.90 per day, or almost 800% yearly. Of course, you can see these 5-day swap volumes. Let me see if I can bring them up right here. So there was a lot of volume yesterday, which ended up causing these numbers to be higher. If we continue to get a lot of volume, these numbers are only going to continue to go up. Now, what I want to show you is you've got these liquidity bounds, and this is where I talk about the impermanent loss side of things. So as we go in here, and I'm just going to open up my USDC UOS so you can see it a little bit. So in the last a little over 24 hours, I've claimed, or unclaimed currently, I've got $5.40 worth of unclaimed fees that I can claim. $2.48 of that is in USDC, and there's 2.61 in UOS. So I can claim those at any point, though when you do, I'm going to show you what happens. You can see my pop-up up here. It's actually currently right now going to cost me $23.85 in Ethereum to claim that. So I am going to reject that, and I'll wait, a few months, and then I'll probably collect those, and that may increase the liquidity with it. When I remove liquidity, same thing. You're going to have to pay a fee. When you add liquidity, again, you got to pay an Ethereum fee. So I could say right now that I want to remove 50% of my liquidity. and I click remove, and then again, it would currently cost $30.81 to remove that. So I'm going to reject it for the moment because I do not want to remove my liquidity. So now I'm going to show you how to add liquidity. So you're going to click on new position after you're on pool. And the one we talked about, you have Ethereum that we talked about already, and UOS. I currently don't have any UOS in here, so I'm showing you for example. So if you bought $1,000 worth, we're going to act like it's 500 of each. So this would be roughly, let's see, it's $1.11 I think right now. So let's just say 450. Yeah, that's about $500. Okay. And so that's saying that you're going to need 0.19712 ETH based on this range. What that means is you're providing liquidity within this range. If it gets down here to where, let's see, there's 1,138.5 UOS per ETH, then that would be where all of your, let me switch this over because it's easier. It basically means if you go to one end or the other, you're going to get all UOS or you're going to get all Ethereum. Because what this does, if UOS goes up 10% and Ethereum doesn't, it balances out the dollar value of that. So UOS goes up 10%, then Ethereum stays at the same price, then it's going to balance them out. So you may lose some of your UOS and increase in Ethereum. Or if it goes the other way and Ethereum goes up and UOS stays at the same price, then you're actually going to lose some of your Ethereum, but you'll gain in UOS. So that's kind of what the impermanent loss is. If you're holding UOS strictly just to hold and you don't want to stake, then you don't have to worry about this. But if you're staking, you have to know the risk with it as well. So I'm going to show you if I move my impermanent, or if I move my range lower here, you can see that the Ethereum cost went up. So I would have to stake 0.31 worth of Ethereum. If I go this way with it, now let's just say, let's go full range. Let's not go full range. Click that off. Let's just put something in here because I don't want that full range. Okay, I'm going to refresh it. Okay. So let's say I want to bring this down. And we said 450. So the closer I trade to this range, on the lower side and on the higher side, you could see I could actually stake with 450 UOS, but only $166 worth of ETH. So that means you will only be in this range. But if it comes down, then all this Ethereum will switch to UOS. So you kind of have to understand where you want it to be. I really honestly try to keep it as close to equal as possible. You can move this a little bit, but I would try to probably keep the range fairly accurate, because if UOS shoots up 25% in one day, you don't want it to all be converted to Ethereum, and then you've got to turn around and unstake, and then you've got to go back and buy your UOS back. That can be a pain in the butt. So I would keep your range fairly wide. When you're done with that, you're just going to click right here where it says insufficient ETH balance, and that's going to go through the confirm, and it's going to pop up your MetaMask again, and then you'll end up having to click confirm on MetaMask, and then it'll be staked. So you'll have your liquidity pool coins taken care of. And like I said, you can unstake it any time that you want. But that is the basics of staking. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment boxes below. Please make sure and like, share this video. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you get some Ultra. Thanks.